Alright guys, welcome back to your next video. Been having a lot of trouble with my tablet tonight. So unfortunately it's stuck with me talking to you and typing on the OneNote page. It'll be a little bit different, but it should work out okay. Let's go ahead and have a look at our first one anyway, where we're trying to find angles using trigonometric ratios. Here we've got the first one over here in the triangle below. X equals 3 and y equals 2.5. Find the angle theta in degrees to two decimal places. So first step, step one, always going to label the sides of our triangle. Start with the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is going to be the one opposite the right angle. So using my beautiful mouse skills here, I'm going to label that as an H for hypotenuse. Across from the angle that you're given is the opposite side. That gets an O. Adjacent means next to. So we should find that what's left over is adjacent to the angle is the remaining side, the side we haven't labelled yet. A, if you've done that, you know you've got it right. Once you've got them labelled, you can choose the correct ratio and then go ahead and find the solution that you need. So let's have a look. What are we going to use to remind us? Sohcahtoa. Remember, that's the word that we use to remind us of the trig ratios and how they relate to the sides. If we have a look at the side that we know, two sides we know are x and y. So let's have a look at which ones are x and y. That's the opposite side and the adjacent side. Which rule uses opposite and adjacent? Make a note of it. It's the tangent ratio. So that's what we go ahead and use. So we're going to go ahead now and write out our tangent rule and see how we go. So I'm going to open my little equation tools here. I'm stuck with those, seeing as though I don't have my pen working. So let's just see how we go. The tan of theta. Now this will have, oh look, it even had a tan theta little instruction there. Not to worry. Where's our little theta symbol? Tan of theta is equal to, we need a fraction. So this is good so you can see how you can typeset things if you're trying to do your assignment anyway. So the tan of theta equals the opposite over the adjacent. Now we go ahead and we fill in the values that we know, and then we go ahead to solve the equation. This time we're finding an angle. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to have equation tools. So I have the tan of theta again. That's where it's hiding. Tan of theta is going to equal the opposite side is x. X was the value 3 divided by the adjacent side, which is y, and we can see from the question that's 2.5. Now in order to solve this, we need to do the inverse tan function. Your calculator shows it as tan to the power of -1. Previously, before calculators wrote them like that, we used to call that arctan, which is what we're doing. We're finding the arc that would result in that tangent ratio. So it looks like that. If you see me write it out, I will probably write arctan, so you don't confuse this with 1 divided by tan, which is something else. It's a little bit confusing, the notation. But to get theta on its own, we need to have theta equals the arctan of that given value. Theta, the value that we calculated, equals the arctan of, let's just copy that fraction, (3 over 2.5). Copy that. What are you doing way over there? How disobedient. So theta will equal arctan of 3 over 2.5. Go to your trusty calculator. In this case for me, it is Desmos. The arctan of that's in radians. I want to change that to degrees. So I just change my setting to degrees, and you get 50.19. So the two decimal places, 50.194, so that's 50.19 degrees. can even insert a little degree symbol using this. There you go. So it's not terribly hard. We can get rid of that, clean it up a little bit. Not terribly hard. What you have to do, find the ratio, fill in the blanks. Then when you're trying to find the angle, the last step is to do the inverse of the trigonometric ratio, which is the arctan, arcsine, or arccosine function, written as tan -1, sine -1, cosine -1, and you're done. It's that straightforward. You should be right to try some. I'll redo the video when I've got my pen to make it a little bit easier, but I want you to be able to get started today, so there you go. All right, cheers. See ya.